Hello, welcome to Tech Tuesday. We're going to talk about airflow in our cases.
Alright, before we get started talking about airflow and positive and neutral and negative airflow, we're going to put in the fans of my PC right now. But before we do, if you have not subscribed, subscribe and turn on the notifications. Please put a like down there and comment below about how you think airflow should be. Now let's continue. Oh no, what the heck is this? Oh, that's what that is. Guys, this is my, lovely box. Anyways, here's one. Alright, the system has 4 slots for these 4 fans. We're gonna get them in there. We're not gonna be able to turn them on because, not everything's hooked up, but we're good. It's a little baggie, the screws, and the fan itself. There's nothing else. These fans are 120 millimeters because we can put 120 millimeters, 4 of them, into the case. They do 1500 RPM. Biggest thing is they had pretty great ratings on Amazon. We have to take out this fan, which was blocked by this. And so we had to take the trays out and unscrew it. That popped right out. So we'll be able to put one right here, one here, hopefully one up here. And then take out this one and replace them all. So let's do it one by one. Let's take this out. These things are attached with these plastic pieces. I don't know how to get these out, so I have to go Google it. And then attach this one, and attach it up here to use the screw. And I kind of busted this hole, so I put one of those plastic pieces in this one. But yeah, so we got one fan in place, the white one. Poke the inside of the piece. Side. All you have to do is grab that, and then that's it. Alright, so we got 2 up and away. We're gonna finagle how to fit one up here. We're gonna take it back. So we got these guys, bring it in there and push it out the back. Alright, we got the red, we got the white, we got the blue. On this side, we just took off this last one, so we're gonna put another white one here. And that will be done for the fans. So we'll have these 3 coming in and that one shooting out. Have a nice positive airflow inside. This one, I had to do some zip ties because there's not a bracket up there. I think we'll be fine. Also, added this thing for some support. So we got this last one in there, and we should be doing fine. Last thing to do is this. It's a Roseville sleeve fan splitter, about $4. My motherboard only has 3 fan ports, so 1, 2, and 3. So we're going to use this to split these 2 together. So the next part is going to be a little boring for those that are not that interested in this, so click off now. If you are interested, just pay attention. It's interesting. I promise it goes over a few good things, especially if you're a beginner, so just pay attention. Wow. The airflow on my face is so much better now without that hair in the way. So let's talk about positive, neutral, and negative airflow. So let's start with 2 positives. So each one of these little blocks are fans. If you can imagine, this is the PSU, which has a fan inside of it, and the square is the box, right? So 2 positive means too much of the fans are bringing air into the machine and there's no exhaust out, right? So technically the PSU brings in air from the outside and pushes it out, but everything else is pushing air in, and the only way for the dust to escape would be through the little creaks and cracks, because you're bringing air in there. It's going to have to go somewhere, and it's going to go through all the cracks inside of your box, maybe outside the little back grills, but it's just not a good airflow mechanism, alright? Now on to neutral. We have airflow coming in, we have airflow coming out. That is almost as great of an equal as you can get right there. We have all this going in and all this going out. But the biggest thing you want is actually some airflow and some compression, right? So you don't want to have equal of air coming in and air coming out. You want more in than out. So negative has all the fans blowing out, so even this fan's coming in and out the back of the PSU, out, 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 out. So how is there air inside? If everything's pointing out, it's going to have to creep through the cracks of the machine, bring in unfiltered air, which is going to bring a lot of dust into your machine, alright? So you don't want negative because it's going to bring in bad unfiltered air. Now this is my airflow. The PSU is coming in and out, so it's on its little own circuit, but then we have 3 fans bringing in air and 1's going out, so there's compression, but it's also filtered air coming in and then also exhaust coming out, so we have a nice smooth airflow coming in and out. This is my perfect solution right here. We have 3 fans coming in, we have 2 fans coming in from the top, we have 1 coming out, and then the PSU is turned over, so air is coming in from the machine, cooling off the PSU and then bringing it out. So that is the best case scenario of a good positive but still a little bit above neutral, right? So you want a positive airflow but with enough coming out that supports a nice air current coming through there and cooling all the components in your machine. What are you doing over here in the rice aisle?
I like rice.